Hello everyone, this is just a quick video talking about the things you need to know for your nomenclature quiz number 2, okay? So it does say elements, right? So just like last time, the elements that you need to know, you don't need to memorize every single element, but you might be quizzed again on like Mn versus Mg, right? So make sure that you know manganese versus magnesium, all of those ones that you are supposed to memorize to begin with, okay? So those might reappear on quiz number 2. The other thing, and I apologize, those are my chickens in the background. I'm filming in my backyard on my kids' table. Perfect, okay. The other thing it says that you need to know are your "-ide" ions, okay? So if you look on your reference page, right? There's not a lot of them, and they're all in column 2 because they're anions. I promise we'll talk what an anion means soon, okay? But just for now, memorize, all right? Most of these, like your 8s and ites and all these ones that are in this column 2, most of them are called polyatomic ions, meaning they have multiple elements in them, right? C2H3O2. So like acetate here has carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. For almost all, and we don't need to memorize that yet, okay? That's in 2 weeks that you'll need to memorize your ites and 8s. All right, but for your nomenclature quiz number 2, you just need to memorize your ides, ions, okay? And if you go through and look, your fluoride is just fluorine. Chloride is just chlorine. It's not multiple elements here, right? It's not nitrogen and oxygen. It's just one of them, okay? So if you're looking, here are your ides right there. Fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide, all just one element, okay? Down here in your 2-, you've got oxide and sulfide. And down here in your 3-, you've got nitride and phosphide, okay? So these are the ones you need to memorize for sure. And then also, don't forget right here, you've got hydroxide and cyanide. The only other ones that are ides, but they have 2 different elements in them, right? Oxygen and hydrogen, or carbon and nitrogen, okay? So these are the ones to memorize, and memorize that these guys have a -1 charge, right? Always -1. These guys will make a -2 charge. These guys will make a -3 charge. I promise we'll talk more about that, but just really quickly, okay, I will show you on your periodic table. I promise we will go more over this when we're talking about ionic bonding, but I want you to understand the concept of why we're memorizing these ides, okay? So right here, your noble gases, these are not gonna form ions. You don't need to memorize any ions for your noble gases. They're not gonna form ions, okay? But the things right next to your noble gas are gonna form ions. They're gonna form anions. This is something I promise we're gonna be learning more about, all right? And in the column that's right next to noble gases, these guys are 1 column away from your noble gases. So all of these guys are gonna form a -1 charge, right? Your fluorine makes right here fluoride. Chlorine makes chloride. Bromine, bromide. Iodine, right? Iodine makes iodide. Okay, so all of these will make a -1 charge. Okay, then if I go 1 column over, right here, I'm gonna have 2 columns away from my noble gases, which means all of these guys are gonna be 2 columns away, so they're gonna make a -2 charge, which gets me down into my oxide with a 2- and sulfide with a 2-, okay? So these guys in the second column away from noble gases are gonna be 2-. All right, and then finally, my 3-, are gonna be 1, 2, 3 columns away. So these guys will make a -3 charge, nitride, and phosphide. Okay, I don't go all the way down because then I'm getting into metalloids and metals. I promise we'll talk about that more later. But this right here, okay? These are the guys you need to memorize as having a 1-, a 2-, or a 3- charge right here. And it all has to do with how many columns away they are from noble gases, okay? Hopefully that helps, okay? So just memorize the ides, what their charges are, These are the only weird ones right here, your hydroxide and cyanide, that aren't just single monoatomic ions, okay? They have more than one, right? OH and CN, but it really shouldn't be that much to memorize, okay? Good luck.